Welcome to another episode of Glasses and Cups, brought to you by Limitless Studios LLC and Bronell E&T. I'm your host, Double A. Joining me in the studio is my co-host, Tando.
What up, do?
And this is a little bit about a lot. Intelligent conversation for the unintelligent world. Tando.
What's going on, baby?
Nothing much, man. Same old, same old.
What's the move?
Got some stuff to talk about tonight.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. We got a two-party system.
All right.
Democrats, Republicans.
Yes, sir.
I hate them both. I think they're both useless. You know why? Too much money.
Okay.
Money and power. Money and power. I think what we need to do in order to fix it, break the two-party system up, is get the money out of the politics.
How you gonna do that?
I don't know. I was hoping you had an idea.
No, I ain't got nothing that big yet. I mean, people have to, change their way of thinking. It's not about unity; it's about unification. The process of everybody changing the way they're thinking, and that'll change things. I think there should be more than one and two parties. I think there, should be as much as diversity as to be allowed.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is in order to get the two parties out of politics, I mean,
you have to have others come in.
You have to have others come
Exactly.
in. And the way to do that is to get more people involved. And the only way to do that is take the money out of it. Because I'm a billionaire, I can throw a couple $100 million towards one candidate or one party. And next thing I know, now my voice speaks louder than, 20,000 or 30,000 other people. That doesn't seem right to me. That doesn't seem fair.
It's for purchase.
Yeah,
everything in the country is.
Politicians are for purchase. They are going to the highest bidder.
And everybody knows that.
And the highest bidder, it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on, left or right. What matters is that you're getting paid. So why don't we just make politicians do their campaigning for 6 months before the election and only on public broadcasting, give them a couple hours free every week and call it a day. No more of this, I'm a billionaire so I get to buy my very own senator.
You right-handed?
No, I'm left-handed.
You left-handed? So that's like...
Technically, I'm ambidextrous, but whatever. What's your point?
Are you right or left-handed, man?
Both.
This is very important here.
Okay, fine. Let's say I'm left-handed.
How do you sign your name, man?
I'll sign with my right hand.
Okay.
What's your point?
My point is we're going to put you in an ass-kicking contest and we're going to tap your right hand. Do that sound right?
No.
Okay, then. So why would you tell somebody who's very, very wealthy and who has a lot of money and a lot of resources that they can't use it? That's like telling Batman he can't jump in the Lamborghini to get to the damn meeting.
I'm not saying that they can't use it. I'm saying that your voice, because you have $1 billion, should not outweigh my voice because I don't have $1 billion. That's all I'm saying.
Unfortunately, that's the world. That's the world that we live in.
Well, that world is kind of messed up, ain't it, Tando?
Well, I agree.
So then why don't we take the money out of the politics, tell the politicians you can only do this, stop letting billionaires give them billions of dollars so that they can own a senator or
politics do not work without persuasion. Persuasion does not take effect without incentive. Incentive does not affect persuasion until money or something that person desires is on the other end.
Being a politician running for office was just something you did out of civic duty, civic pride, not to become a millionaire.
Back when?
Way back when with some guys named Washington, Jefferson, and Franklin decided they should do something about how their country was being run.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Right? That's all I'm saying is let's get the money out because the two-party system is just the same people trading places. All they're doing is high-fiving and switching hands.
All right. I agree with that. They eating at the same cafeteria as WWE.
They all eat at the same place.
But let more people in. That's my point. It has to be 5, 6, 7, 8.
And take the billionaires out.
The billionaires going to always be around.
You know why? You know why? Because the people don't know enough to get them out. That's why. But that's a whole nother story right now. I don't even know what to say to you on that. I'm just upset because I think that if people got together, the American people really realized what was going on, if they took the time to see what was going on, they would be outraged at some of the court cases and some of the legislation that's passed. That Citizens United thing where they equate basically money to speech, that's nonsense.
Yeah, that's the world we live in. Like it or not.
I don't like it, and I think we should fix it.
Cool.
You don't think we can take the money out?
Here's a hammer. Fix it.
Okay, whatever. Look, all I'm saying is let's get the money out of the politics.
Get this man a hammer.
Don't give me a hammer. You know, give me
and two
a
nails,
movement.
fix it.
Give me a movement. Let me do something about it. Let's get some third party in there, some fourth party, some green party, some libertarian party.
I believe that the consciousness, the country rises. People,
No, they won't, because the rich will keep buying politicians. They'll keep buying legislation, and they'll keep letting people do what they want to do.
Right.
And they'll keep letting the politicians will keep doing what they want to do, because the rich will keep paying them off. And they don't have to listen to you and me, because we don't have $1 billion each. Right. They have to listen to the person who's lying in their pockets.
That's what's been going on.
Man, okay, fine, whatever.
Dominoes.
All right. On to something slightly less depressing than that. Participation trophies.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
All right.
We have created this thing where a kid is in a foot race or in a contest or whatever with there's 10 kids in there, and the first, second, and third place kids all get a ribbon. Mm-hmm. And then every other kid gets a ribbon too.
Right.
I think that's garbage.
I think for a certain age, I think it's okay. I think for 10 and under, you participated, you showed up to every game, your mom brought the Capri Suns and the cookies, you should get something.
Yeah.
Get something.
Bull. You know why? Because when I work hard and I win, I'm number one kid. Yay, I get a blue ribbon for winning, right? Mm-hmm. The second place kid is like, almost got him, but I got a second place ribbon. The third place is, I almost got it, I got a third place ribbon. But then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 all get a ribbon. The 10th place kid has the same ribbon as the first place kid.
They're not all blue. The ribbon
doesn't mean the same.
They're not all blue.
Really?
They're not all blue.
Really?
They're not all blue. You must know how kids.
No.
So the whole point about that is, have you seen the look in a little 6-year-old, 7-year-old's eyes when he done ran the wrong way and made a layup for the wrong team?
No. I'm imagining
and they done lost and they don't win at all. They don't win a game. It's okay. And all he got was orange slices. 4 of them to be exact, and that crumbled up plastic bag after the game.
And what?
The whole season long. They only scored 2-3 points a game.
So
he was just learning the rules. He double dribble. He traveled. Right. He used to do so much stuff that they just let him do it.
Fine.
You ever seen him when he lose everything, and at the end of the year when it's time for him to go home, they don't win nothing? He's pretty sad.
Here's my point to that.
Is something wrong with saying, here, little buddy, chip her up. Here's a participation trophy. Thank you for coming out. God bless and good night.
There is something wrong with that.
What's wrong with that?
Because it teaches him that even if you don't win, if you're not the best, if you are not the best, you can still expect to be rewarded.
Everybody can't be number one.
I know. That's why it's number one.
So people make money. Everybody else still eat though, don't they? Number one eat the best, but 2 through zillion still eat, don't they?
That's ridiculous. That's not the same thing.
From an altered plate to the lima bean, they still eat.
All I'm saying is that the number one kid is looking at his ribbon like, okay, I won, I worked hard, I did my best, and I get this ribbon. Right. But how come he didn't do anything and he got the same ribbon? That makes no sense. It ain't the same.
I guarantee they both ain't blue, and they guarantee both ain't got a 1 on them.
But can they tell the difference?
Yeah, I think so. And I think 10 and under, you just need to be rewarding their effort.
No.
You're getting them involved. Listen, first of all, you got to understand what's going on in this country. First of all, for the childhood obesity is overrunning the country. Kids locking themselves in rooms, putting on virtual reality, running around shooting people with their eyes closed.
Come back to participation trophy. You saying the
if
kid
that ain't insane, I don't know what is.
So the number 10 kid can tell that his ribbon has a 10 on it, and the number 1 kid can tell he has a 1 on it.
Sir,
right?
What I am telling you is,
you're telling me they can tell.
What I am telling you is, if he lose all year long, and all he got was experience was the ride and the sweaty socks, he might not come back and play next year.
Okay.
And that's not what you want.
Maybe you should be a good parent. Maybe you should be a good coach and say, hey, look, I know it didn't work out the way you wanted it to this year, but next year is a new year. And you could always get up, dust yourself off, and try again. That's what competition is.
So you got to make a choice. Why can't I make that same speech, but then give him a trophy?
No, because if you give him a trophy, it's like saying, yeah, I said all this good stuff, but it doesn't really mean anything because I'm still going to give you.
Now I'm about to kill you.
Really?
I'm about to kill you.
No, please.
You remember growing up? When we was in school, high school, right? In high school, growing up in elementary school. Let me take it back a step further. Apologies. Let me take it back to elementary school because that's what I'm talking about. 10 and under.
TikTok.
Okay, 10 and under. The kids who went to school every day got what? A perfect attendance certificate.
I got one of those.
I got one too. Okay then. So just by showing up Every day, you got your name called at the end amongst your peers.
You know why you got your name called? Because you showed up every day.
Excuse me, sir.
You had perfect attendance.
That's participation. That's perfect. That's participation. We're rewarding the participation.
No, you are rewarding the effort it took to show up every single day for school without fail.
That's cool.
That is the metric. That is the competition you were in, and you had perfect attendance.
Right.
Meaning you never missed a day.
Right.
The kid who missed one day, he doesn't get a perfect attendance award.
Sure don't.
The kid who missed a day and a half, they don't get a perfect attendance award. They don't get one because they didn't have perfect attendance.
Got it.
That means it's not a participation trophy. It's an award for accomplishing something specific.
I didn't say they were the same thing. I said we're rewarding the same thing. The participation.
No, we're not.
Yes,
we're not
are. Just like some teachers say, hey, in my class it's not hard to get 100. You get 50 points from writing your name at the top. You know how many people forget to write their name at the top?
You know how stupid that sounds?
That's real talk. What you mean? I've been in classroom. That's what they say. Everybody starts with an A. Everybody starts with 100.
No.
What you miss, what you don't turn in, now it deducts.
Those teachers shouldn't.
When you take my test, you get 20 points, 30 points for signing your name.
With 100, you start with a 0 like everybody else. You start at baseline, nothing, and then you work and you build your points.
Glad we ain't in your class.
That's how you should be.
Glad we ain't in your class.
You know what? Fine, whatever. Let's move on. Something slightly less controversial, because apparently you in a controversial mood tonight.
Well, I just appreciate the kids' participation. They could be locking themselves in a room, overdosing on Twinkies. You know it, Twinkies.
You and your Twinkies.
You them Twinkies. People frying them nowadays. People doing all type of stuff. Playing these video games. Mom, yelling downstairs when they want more Twinkies. It's getting crazy, man.
You know what? If they played less video games, ate less Twinkies, and got up off their butt and moved a little bit, maybe they run a little faster and maybe they win an actual medal instead of a nonsense BS medal or ribbon that says, "Oh, you showed up most of the time and you kind of worked, so here's an award." That's how kids end up.
Overkill.
That's how kids end up growing up.
Young,
that's how kids. Those kids grow up and end up showing up at work. They get a job when they're 18. They grow up always getting something for just kind of being there, a participation trophy. Those kids grow up, they get a job, and they show up to work late. They don't always do their job right, and maybe they get a few things done that they're supposed to.
I think
but they always want that check, and they always want a promotion at the end of the year.
I think that's a little sadistic, all off of a participation trophy. I think that's a bit extreme.
That's what it leads to. Moving on. Death penalty.
What about it?
I'm against it.
You against it?
I'm against it.
I'm with it.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm with
tell you why.
Get the finger out. What you got? Barbecue sauce today? Get the finger out of here, man.
My bad. I'm gonna tell you why I'm against the death penalty. Because I have seen too many people who have been wrongly convicted serving time for crimes they didn't commit.
Right.
I don't think that the death penalty is valid anymore. It's not a deterrent. People still commit crimes. They're not afraid of the death penalty. It's not stopping people from committing capital crimes.
Why? Because they don't just bring you out on public TV and kill you. They do it in some secret room 30 years after you're supposed to die. So why would that scare you?
No. That's after the appeals process. That's after your attorneys.
And you get like 50 million appeals. You get to live it out, string it out.
Number of appeals.
Taxpayers get to keep paying, keep feeding you, keep clothing, keep housing.
You just want to go straight.
You're getting that good Charmin toilet paper. You living good.
Arrested.
People dead, gone, ain't never coming back.
People in jail aren't living good. That's nonsense. Don't even say that. So people. So
3 hots in a cot.
So you want to say going from arrested, trial, conviction, execution. No stops, no pauses.
No pause.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
Kill him.
Okay. What if I was convicted incorrectly? What if I was not guilty of the crime? What if my lawyer was incompetent? What if I'm mentally incompetent to stand trial? What if I didn't know what I was doing at the time because I'm a victim of post-traumatic stress, some sort of paranoid schizophrenia?
I know who you was in school. You was that one kid who put his arm up and was like, "Yeah, what if my homework got ripped in half and I glue it back together with some tape and some masks tape on the back? Can I still turn it in tomorrow?" You one of them dudes, ain't you?
I'm asking a logical question. You saying, they're arrested for a crime, they go to trial for the crime, they're convicted of the crime, we execute them. I'm saying, what if something went wrong in that process?
Heinous crimes, murder of multiple numbers, things that we know you can't.
So let's
you
qualify.
Did. There's plenty of proof to know that you did
about
not no accidental stuff. We're not talking about manslaughter. You kill one person, accidental, something happened. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about walking in a movie theater, kill 10 people, walk out with the gun like, yes, it was me, I did it. Now what are you going to do to me? Okay, we're going to show you. that.
So you don't think that person deserves a trial?
If you go shoot 10 people and you come out and look for the camera and say, I just did that, now what y'all finna do to me?
Think they deserve a trial?
Yes, you deserve a trial because this country we in, but why do we need to go through the formalities if he just told you he killed 10 people?
Because everyone's innocent until proven
guilty. Well then let him come to court, let him say that under the oath, and then that be this trial. Bang. Okay, he said it. Bang. That's called a confession. Right? Can't we get that?
You know how many people...
Why do we have to pay? Why do taxpayers forced to confess by who?
Forced to confess by corrupt officials.
Well, you shouldn't have been outside the movie theater 5 minutes later after that shit happened with a big ass gun talking about you did.
Because I chose to take a walk and walk my dog, then I'm guilty of murder?
Sir, these people are not innocent. Are you one of them people who think everybody in jail is innocent?
I don't think everybody in jail is innocent.
Okay, people in jail are in jail for a reason.
Yeah, there's some criminals in there. But you know what?
They're there for a reason.
I read a story about a gentleman who spent 9 years in jail for a crime he didn't commit. He was exonerated. 9 years.
That's the story you hear. That's the story you hear. But you know what? Let's think about it on a holistic level.
You got people who are
arrested. If you didn't commit crimes, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
So you're saying
if your demographic of people did not commit crimes, you would not have to worry. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
No, you just said demographic. Now
demographic. Whole different.
Level.
You damn right.
You just roped in
you damn right.
Bunch of stuff.
Responsibility. You got to take some.
Hold on. I know
you may not like that.
Hello? Yes, yes, Mr. Grand Wizard. I'll put them on the phone. They want to talk to you because they think they like what you're saying.
That's a hand phone. That's a hand phone.
I'm just saying the Grand Wizard of the KKK want to talk to you.
That's a hand phone. That's a hand phone. I don't want to talk to him. I don't talk on hand phone.
Once you start talking
money phones on.
Once you start talking about demographics of people committing crimes, now you want that BS. You know why?
I'm really not.
You know why?
I'm really not.
Because there's no reason. There's
really not, man.
Okay, really because I had a ticket for jail.
How hard is it really not to kill, man? Like, really think about some of the things as human beings. As a human being being the most valuable thing that we know of on the planet. Without a human being, none of this even happens.
What about people in the military?
You're missing my point.
No, I'm not.
You're missing my point. You're taking it elsewhere. Well, all I'm saying is, let's focus on human beings alone. It's too valuable for you to take a life. So if everybody operated that way, you wouldn't have to worry about this.
Exactly.
Bro.
But
if it was so heinous.
You justify the execution of a person, right? Because they took a human life, which is the most valuable thing on the planet. The human life is sacred. I agree with that. Human life is sacred.
Because if you finna kill somebody, I'm gonna say, bro, don't kill them, bro. You know why? Because they might not even convict you. They might convict me, and I didn't even do it. And then I'm gonna get killed the next day. And then you gonna be with my old lady. No. And that's not gonna make me happy.
No. Look, you cannot tell me that you want to justify killing a person. You want to justify executing a person, right? You're killing somebody because they killed somebody. That's an eye for an eye. That leaves the whole world blind.
I don't know about that.
Eye for an eye. I already said for an eye.
For one, I already said it. So my logic says that the die has been cast. It's in the past.
I think
people are now going to hear that repeated. So now it's being reciprocated. Exponentially, baby. So what I'm trying to tell you, this is the way it works, man.
People in jail aren't being rehabilitated. If we rehabilitated people instead of just keeping them housed and used as legal slaves,
if you kill and we find out that you killed and we know that you killed beyond a reasonable doubt that you killed, you deserve to die, man.
Those people who were exonerated for crimes they didn't commit, they were convicted because it was beyond reasonable doubt.
Well, all I can say is
they were convicted because somebody said beyond reasonable doubt.
Bad stuff happens to good people. If we were as a community to say that we're not going to kill, we're not going to allow that to happen anymore, things would be different.
Time out. You mean to tell me that because 3 out of 4 people committed violent crime, committed a murder, right? You swoop up 4 of those 4 people, and that 4th person, he really didn't commit the murder. He wasn't there. He was wrongly convicted because of either errors in policing or prosecution, or he didn't have a good lawyer, or the judge was having a bad day, whatever. You tell me that you will execute that one innocent person just to make sure that you also execute all those innocent,
I don't want to do that, but if that is the cost, then he goes in the grinder too.
No, that is wrong, sir, because now you are killing an innocent person. I don't care.
I believe people have to be fearful of committing murder. And the reason that people commit murder nowadays because they know they could just go to jail and still eat and still be fine and smoke cigarettes.
I don't care if if it's Ted Kaczynski, cool, bro. I don't care if it's Charles Manson.
You shouldn't be able to go be cool.
And I don't care if it's Jeffrey Dahmer. All three lined up, and one innocent person, my friend Bob from way back the day, right? They all lined up, and all four of them are convicted. I know Bob is innocent. Bob knows he's innocent. He's an innocent man. Right, but because the other three are definitely guilty, and those are the last three you tried, so you found them all guilty, you execute all of them. You gonna execute innocent Bob too?
You ever heard of a fry daddy? You ever heard of a fry daddy?
A what?
A fry daddy.
No.
Put him in one. It's over, man. That's Look, my opinion.
Man, why don't we just go ahead and institute trial by combat?
Nah, you have your trial. Once you guilty, man, go on off and die, man. It's okay.
I think you're full of it.
It's okay.
I think you're full of it.
It's cool.
All right, whatever. I'm done fighting with you.
All right, appreciate it.
We're going to agree to disagree.
Cool beans.
You ready to call this show?
So, it's been our pleasure. And remember, these are our opinions, not yours.
If you disagree, educate yourself and formulate your own.
Be sure to comment below, and it could become the topic of our very next show.
Do yourself a favor. Click here to subscribe, or click here to see some stuff you already said.